The coronavirus and real estate. How has the coronavirus affected real estate values? Is it a good time to buy? Is it a good time to sell? Let's find out coming up. By the way, my name is Daniel Rangel. I'm a real estate agent in Los Angeles, and you are tuning into the Artist of Real Estate channel, where I publish educational videos on the topic of real estate. If you like these videos, make sure to click like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. So how has the coronavirus affected real estate values? The simple answer is it's too early to tell. See, in the stock market, a transaction can take place in a matter of seconds, which means that you have a quick indicator of where prices are. Now, in the real estate market, a transaction can take 30 to 60 days. It is a slow moving process. During that time, the coronavirus can come and go without the real estate market ever even knowing. Now, currently, we don't have a clear indicator saying that property values have gone down. But if the whole coronavirus mess continues, I can definitely see that happening. At the same time, if it goes away fairly quickly, I can see the real estate market weathering right through it. But if we want to look at the numbers in the area of Los Angeles, during the first week of March 2020, before the stock market took a huge nosedive, 221 single-family houses went into escrow. In the second week, that went slightly down to 187. Now, again, in the first week of March, 464 houses were listed for sale. And in the second week, that went slightly down to 449. So what we're seeing is yes, a slight decline in demand, properties going into escrow, but we're also seeing a slight decline in supply, new properties hitting the market. At the same time, we don't have people out there dumping their properties like they're dumping their shares in the stock market. So the real estate market is somewhere in limbo. It's at a standstill. It's still in the building. It's looking out the window, and it's trying to figure out if the firefighters are going to be able to contain the fire or if it's going to jump off the second story. Number two, is it a good time to buy? I'll say this, if you pull the typical investment book off the shelf, it is very likely that you're going to run into the secret. Buy low, sell high. And you're going to be reading it and you're going to be like, what? That is easy. I can do that. Millionaire status, here I come. But it is during times like this that we remember why this simple investment strategy can be so difficult to follow. Times are scary. Times are uncertain. People are wearing face masks. Now, for this reason, interest rates are super low. If there were any benefit to investing right now, it would be the low interest rate. To put things into perspective, for the past 50 years, the 30-year fixed mortgage has averaged around 8%. We're currently in the threes. Interest rate is low. Now, independent of when you buy, I will always recommend this. One, have reserves. Do not spend all your money on the purchase of the property. Number two, make sure you're comfortable with the payment. Just because you qualify for a gazillion-dollar property does not mean you should buy a gazillion-dollar property. And number three, go long term, because property values will always go down just as they will always go up. And finally, is it a good time to sell? Look, my advice is if you already planned on selling in the next couple of months, I say put on your face mask and contact your realtor. See, it could be several weeks of preparing the property before you can actually put it on the market. And during this time, you might find out that one, the coronavirus had no effect on property values, in which case, awesome. Or you might find out that it did and property values are tanking. At least now you're ahead of the game, not unloading with the masses at a discounted price. Now, at the same time, if you didn't plan on selling your property, I don't think this is the time to freak out and put it up for sale. I say relax, chill, sit back, and enjoy the movie. Now, for my big fat disclaimer, I do not have supernatural powers. I cannot foretell the future, so I really don't know what's going to happen. Your bet is as good as mine. If you have any thoughts, opinions on the topic, feel free to put them in the comments below.